food. Do, do, do. Boo, boo, boo. Boo, ba, ba. Ba, ba, da, ba, ba, da, ba. Hello, hello, welcome back. I am finally back. It's been a while since I've streamed. It has been quite a few weeks now. Sorry if I sound kinda dead inside, it's just, you know, how life goes sometimes for me, but we'll see how everything goes. I hope I can get into the game and start feeling less down on myself, but we'll see. Episode 4. Advertisement and a commonplace killing at the edge of town.
Pipe in hand, Sholmes looked down at the thick, rolling fog outside our window. I wonder exactly how many mysteries are out there, hidden within this bed of fog, he said.
At least 12.
Indeed, a most bizarre incident, born of a curious advertisement.
Advertisement.
A hellhound's mad gallop through the shadows of a serial murder. An executed man's graveyard resurrection in the dead of night. And a commonplace killing in a small, forgotten room at the edge of town. There is, naturally, always another side to every case, of which most remain ignorant. And it is that other side which compels me to the scene of the crime, Wilson. So quickly now, take your hat and let's be on our way, my dear fellow.
Come on, stop wasting my
Our
time.
adventure is not over yet. Come, the game is afoot.
The game is a foot. It's also a leg, an arm, and even a torso. But not a head, I swear. 8 days after that earth-shattering trial, and Kazuma regaining his memory, we were in the foyer of one of London's most luxurious hotels, the Great Waterloo Hotel. Waterloo! Ooh, fancy. Great Waterloo Hotel foyer. Professor Mikitoba is due to arrive at any moment. Yes, I'm so glad we got here in time. I can't wait to see my deceptive douchebag father. I can't wait to be stabbed in the back again. It's my favorite. Sato hadn't been the same since what happened. Not that I'm surprised. The truth about Kazuma-sama's father. Oh. Do you suppose my father knew that he was actually the mass murderer? The professor, you mean? I mean, probably. I mean, he did suspiciously not come back with them and was never heard from again, so, you know. There's a good chance, I'd say. I mean, they did come here to London together 16 years ago, didn't they? Yes, that's true. Come to think of it, didn't you say that Professor Mikitoba knew about Kazuma going missing in Hong Kong as well? That's right, but for some reason he wasn't at liberty to talk to me about it. That probably means he knows, then. About Kazuma showing up here in London with amnesia, and that he's regained his memory now. Probably. I don't know how he would have known that last part, though, outside of divine intervention. Oh, oh, father!
Hello, Susato. How are you? I forgot I am Wario. I'm going to have to do this voice now.
I'm very well, thank you. We've delivered. We are delighted you've arrived safe and sound. Oh god, the judge is stanced the fuck up.
Hello, Mr. Naruhodo. Are you very kind of you to have the trouble to meet us here?
Oh no, not at all. It's my pleasure.
We've heard about your extraordinary exploits here in London, you know. The news has crossed the seas.
It has?
I always look forward to reading the monthly reports that arrive with the steamships from Britain.
Oh, I see. Well, thank you very much. Who is this man? Why do I feel as though I've seen him before? Who is this man? Whose man's is this? Come pick him up.
I take it from your expression that you can't quite place me. In that case, how about a little reminder, Shishiro? A firm tap should do it.
Yes. Firm tap? What? Oh no, they're going to assault me again.
Here we go, then. I hereby pronounce the defendant, Ryunosuke Naruhodo, guilty.
Ah. Oh, you're the dishwasher. I remember now.
Court will now hear the trial of Ryunosuke Naruhodo.
Your Excellency. Hello, Judge Jigoku. Goku! Oh! How are you? It's been a long time.
Good, you've remembered now. That really did the trick. Guilty. I love threatening people's lives.
Only I was declared not guilty, wasn't I? And there was no laughing at the time.
So London again after all this time. Hard to believe it's been 10 years. To be honest, I never thought I'd be back.
Oh, sorry.
Neither did I. I didn't imagine Japan would ever be invited to an international symposium like this. Though really, I doubt anyone did, to be honest. It's all thanks to you, isn't it, Shishiro? You talking about Yujin?
Of course, Judge Jigoku. He must complete the set. He's the other man who 16 years ago came to London with Kazuma's father and Professor Mikutoba. He's the third visiting scholar.
Well, all these passport checks and luggage searches at the border took rather a lot of time. I must say I'm very envious of your minstrel status. You didn't have to go through any of that, did you?
I knew you were jealous. I'm going to be the murderer of this case. You see, I got through TSA without a hitch, meaning I am the most suspicious of them all. Sorry, ministerial status?
Yes, didn't you know Shishiro here is also Japan's Minister of Foreign Affairs? It was his personal insistence that allowed you to take Kazuma's place here on this study tour. Guilty as charged.
Oh, well, thank you very much. He's really every bit as important as he looks. It's so hard to be doing, like, a laugh right now with all that I've been through these past few days.
Yes, now, Naruhodo. Yes, now, Naruhodo. I received a telegram from Lord Strongheart yesterday.
Oh, did you? Did you now?
It appears that some things came to light in a trial you were involved with 8 days ago. It seems like he's really fucking pissed about what happened 10 years ago, that tragedy.
Toot. Yeah, welcome, S. How you doing? Yes, could you tell us any more about it? I have half a brain right now? Oh, don't worry, I barely have a quarter of a brain, honestly. I have been going through the ringer lately. Just not having the best of times. Oh yeah. You should definitely try and get some more sleep. I feel like a lot of people have trouble getting as much sleep as they need. Oh, look at that, it's a picture of the Crystal Tower. Well, the Great Exhibition is one of Britain's most prestigious achievements in recent years. I wonder how tall it is. It really does represent the pinnacle of scientific achievement in so many ways. There's a 20-meter tall chimney on the bathhouse near my lodgings at Yume University. The attendant there is always boasting that it's the tallest object in the neighborhood. 4 days left to DXM2. I beat video games, I'm 3. I don't know what is DMX2? I don't recognize that one. Trying to make friends that don't see me as a friend, I guess. Aw, I fucking feel that, don't worry, ass. I relate to that heavily. I have so few friends that I can talk to and get along with. Like, if you wanted to try and be friends, I'd be down for it. Yeah. I only keep getting into drama. Yeah. Although, I recognize that most of my drama is self-inflicted because of, problem with my anxiety. Yeah. Fucking, my anxiety does the same shit to me. Like, once it goes off, everyone just kind of shuts down and stops wanting to be around me, you know? And it's just a serpent eating its own tail kind of situation. The attendant there is always... Oh yeah, read that. I'm sure. Do you know that over the channel in Paris, there's a tower that's 300 meters tall? Mitres. What? How? How many times taller than the chimney at Yume Shoken Hot Springs is that? It's that tall. How does it draw properly? The smoke would get stuck, surely. I don't think it's that sort of tower, Mr. Naruhodo. It's not a chimney, you fucking moron. Oh no, you're fucking stupid, I should have known. We might as well check everything here. Have you seen all those sparkling jewels up there? They must be gathering every gem in the world for that. No, they're all fake. It's called a chandelier, I believe. It's a 5th-gen Pokemon that people love for its simplicity. Designed to provide elegant lighting in large, spacious rooms like this. Spacious. They had to gather every gem in the world just to illuminate one room? What fucking morons. It's probably electric light bulbs that are actually throwing the light. I tried to hang something like that from the ceiling in the office. It would be scraping on the floor. Twitch added chatbots in the viewer list? What do you mean? Oh no. I'll probably have to take care of that then, if that's something I can take care of. Hello, random man. That desk is known as the hotel reception. Anyone wanting to spend the night has to report there to sign in for their stay. Oh, so do you think that's the head clerk behind the desk there? Yes, I'm sure it must be. I'd love to stay in a grand hotel like this for a little while, wouldn't you? Just to know what it's like. If the hotel fee was paid through our stipend, I'm afraid it might bankrupt our homeland. True. London gives the word expensive a whole new meaning. Fucking money havers, disgusting. Why's everything gotta be so expensive? It's cringe and great. Look at those cases just left there on the trolley. Aren't they worried about thieves? I know I am. Haven't you seen the porter over there? Don't worry, he's obviously keeping an eye on everything. Ah, so it's a trap designed to catch any chasers who might be tempted. Oh, hello. Oh, aren't you the train station? Like the bus guy? Why did the porter give me such a scathing look just now, do you suppose? Well, some might say you look a little suspicious with your jet black clothes. Well, that's fucked up. Not everyone clad in black is some sort of ninja with intent to steal, you know. Always prejudice around here. Can't go a single second in Britain without someone being prejudiced towards you. Alright, I think I got everything. Let us converse. So, how's the voyage here?
Well, 50 days at sea is a long time by anyone's standards.
Oh, I wanted to hang out with new friends, but I was too anxious in their Discord. I was competing and getting attention. Oh, damn. God, I'm so sorry about that. I relate to that a lot, actually. I don't even try being in Discords anymore unless they're, like, people that I know are actually friends with me. Yeah. I feel that. I feel that so hard. Yeah. God, that is so fucking rough. Cause I feel the same way about a lot of the people I try to talk to. It's like I always have to start the conversation. I always have to like initiate everything. Cause otherwise they're just not gonna talk to me ever. You know? Like I can't even remember the last time I made like a new friend that I didn't have to start every conversation for. Like, maybe Robin, but I made friends with them, like, years ago. It's gotten to the point where I've kind of just stopped trying. Like, I've kind of just given up on trying to meet new people. Bolt gun, but I didn't want to tell her that she would make me happy if I saw her again. Aw, that's adorable, though. I'm the type that will blurt out shit like that. Because I'm like, oh, maybe if I tell them, they'll, like, recognize that that's what I want, and then maybe, just maybe, they'll go out of their way to be with me more. But, you know, it doesn't turn out that well very often. So I've tried to lay back on doing that.
It wasn't as bad as when we first came 16 years ago. No, that's true, and I truly wondered if we wouldn't be drifting in the vast open for the rest of our lives. This time we followed the same route as you. We were able to relax and enjoy the experience.
So you stopped in France's beautiful capital, Paris?
We did, yes, though only for one night. Only one night at Freddy's, wah! And yesterday we left the port of Dunkirk for Dover. Yes, bend over, my friend. Waha! Just in time for the symposium, in fact. It starts tomorrow.
It's wonderful that you were invited to attend such an important international event. I'm very proud of you, Father. fucking attacked me and talked shit on me. Oh god. I'm fucking so sorry that happened. Like, I wish I was in a brighter mood so I could help you feel better, but I'm also, like, I'm in this very dour mood recently. And, it's really fucking me up. Like, I'm basically forcing myself to keep streaming to, feel something, hopefully. I just want to feel something. Outside of just feeling gray. We're also transphobic. Oh god. Always cringe. Always comes out with the transphobia or misogyny every once in a while when you least expect it from someone. It always hurts when you think someone's cool and then they do shit like that to you. Yeah, I feel ya. I fucking feel ya, girl. I get it. I'm proud of you, father.
It's thanks to Shishiro here. 16 years ago, he managed to integrate himself with Britain's Attorney General. I'm sure that's why he was invited, and I suppose you could say I'm something of an appendix by default. Speak for yourself, Fusion. You are close friends with the professor of forensic science at a major hospital. Yes, well, I'd rather not dredge up all of that. Mainly because he is dead. No, there's been a lot of water under the bridge since then, but it doesn't bring him back.
Kazuma's father, I suppose. Look, what he did wasn't even that bad. He just killed nobles. He didn't kill, like, real people. Next, I just gave up. Telling me to stop being online and get a job? Oh, god. Probably only to me because I'm an anonymous girl online. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, people like that always find an easy target to get a hold of. What's up with Kazuma's father? The professor, the killer who took the lives of 5 members of the British aristocracy, was actually Kazuma's father, wasn't he?
That's correct.
Genshin Impact! Fuck! It was Genshin Impact all along! That's why he got sent to the gallows! Should have known. We have Genshin Impact and Kazuma Mishima. Genshin? Oh my god. You knew, I presume, father? You knew about this all along. You son of a bitch. That's why I banned several fucking users. Still see them rating another friend I followed playing Smups. Calling him autistic just for playing a game. Yeah. I mean, yeah. That's a lot. Like, that's the type of thing where you can only do it if the person's okay with it. Because, like, I know I'm autistic, and when people call me autistic, I'm like, yeah, that's true. That do be what I am. But, like, you can tell when it's meant to be an attack, you know? And when it's just meant to be a, haha, we are autism together. It is almost autism.
Yes, he was a close friend at the time. Genshin Impact came to Britain as a police detective. He was studying investigative techniques at Scotland Yard. I've never understood what drove the man to commit such heinous acts. It was a closed trial, so the public never knew the truth, and he was executed with little ado. To this day, very few people knew what really happened, even in our household.
But what about Kazuma? Did he know? Did he know the truth about his father? Also, are we like 100% sure he did it? Cause like, could have been a fucking forged trial, you never know. Like, we're not guaranteed that he's the one who did it. We're just kind of assuming that the trial was fair.
No, no, of course not. He was told his father passed from sickness. Which makes sense, it is Britain. However, I suspect he may have had his doubts.
Oh? Why?
As you know, I tried to guide Kazuma growing up as if he were my own son. Then one day he came to my office at the university and said,
I've decided. I want to travel to Great Britain and study there. And the fact that I'm lying about having a girlfriend, still do. I even felt like adopting a daughter in the future, but they shrugged it off because it's just over. Don't care about me. They've been misusing me for 5 years. God damn. I mean, at that point, you kind of just have to cut things off with people like that, you know? Like, it is insanely hard to cut people out, but at a certain point, you just gotta. Do you think they still want to talk shit behind my back? That's crazy. That's fucking wild. Like, I do not understand people like that, because, like, I don't know, I just don't have the want to talk shit behind other people's back. I don't know, I don't feel the need to. It always feels gross to me when I'm talking about someone without them being there. Unless that person's, like, a monster, you know? Unless it's, like, someone like Elon Musk, where it's like, alright, they're objectively a terrible person, who gives a shit if if I, like, talk about them without them being aware. But outside of cases like that, I can't even imagine just wanting to, like, shit talk someone for that long. Sorry you had to remove all your videos. That's insanely hard to deal with. 10+ years older than me, holy shit. What, they're in like their 30s or 40s? Holy fucking hell.
I don't know. But when I looked into his eyes, I did know that there was no way I'd be able to stop him.
Something else came to light in that trial the other day, actually.
Oh, what?
Well, having disappeared in Hong Kong and been missing for almost a year, Kazuma's since turned up here in London, working as an apprentice of Lord Van Zieks.
What? What? That's news to us.
So, Lord Strongheart's telegram neglected to mention that part, then. Oh yeah, he's alive. He's not dead, by the way. As you know, we both thought Kazuma had died on the steamship during our voyage to Great Britain in January. But he didn't die. He's alive. As you knew, didn't you, Father?
In actual fact, no. What I did know is that when your ship docked in Hong Kong, you mysteriously vanished. We sent a team of investigators to Hong Kong to try and ascertain what had happened, but to no avail. But he's still alive, and here in London, you say? I never dared even to dream it. Why on earth did the young man not make contact? The government and the police have been chasing clues fruitlessly for months.
Well, it seems that he was suffering from amnesia.
What? Amnesia? A horror game? My god.
When we first came across him again here in London, he didn't know who either of us were.
I see.
He only regained his memory 8 days ago.
That is unbelievable. Yes, it's quite miraculous. I wonder why Lord Strongheart didn't let us know. It's almost like he is the real villain of the game or something. I must speak with him urgently.
I wonder how Kazuma's been these past few days. Why hasn't Kazuma hit me up yet? Would it be wrong of us to go and visit him? No. Oh, anyway, tell us about your time in Britain. I want to know all the Jews. How was it?
That began 16 years ago now. A distant memory, really. It was Eugen here, Genshin Asogi, and myself. We were the original 3. The first judicial scholars from Japan to travel overseas to study.
You mean Guilty Party didn't tell us the truth? Oh my god, you mean the obviously evil man didn't tell us the truth about everything? What the fuck? Oh, what the hell?
Ocean voyages were not what they are today, I can tell you.
16 years ago. Things were tough for their generation. What, their generation of, like, not that long ago? Not even 2 decades ago? This wasn't that long.
Your father was an exceptionally fine medical student at Yume University at the time, you know, young lady.
Yes, grandmother told me. Fuck, I wish I could be more awake.
He went to do research on a great London hospital to study autopsy. Practically unheard of in Japan. Yes, it was an eerie place sandwiched between the back of a prison and a burial ground.
Ugh, no more talk of graves. Oh, was it like the exact place that we talked about last case, you mean?
Very often.
No, that's not the right person.
Very often there were no one willing to deal with bodies following autopsy work. Don't you see, autopsy labs have something of an unavoidable relationship with graveyards and prisons.
Not my cup of tea at all.
Well, too bad, we're going to be talking about them a lot. You remember that Scottish prison governor? Alt Caden, his name was. He was a good man.
Yes. But then, of course, in our 6th year here, everything changed with that dreadful case. When Genshin Impact was arrested for a series of the most gruesome murders.
I simply couldn't believe it. I've known the man for years.
I was a witness at the 2nd hearing, and I tried to speak in his defense, but
you went a little too far and ended up facing charges yourself, didn't you?
Oh, suffice to say that after that trial, we were sent back to Japan. They shipped us back.
There was nothing more we could do to save Genshin. He was a lost cause, sadly.
It's almost like the trial was rigged from the start or something.
Well, if you'll excuse us now.
Yes, I'd like to get this trunk up to my room as soon as possible. Oh, I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have held you up here for so long. I'll call for the porter then. Just wait here. And she's gone. Susato-san's gone off at a run. Why do these men look so epic? Because they're the old-timers. They're who the whole story is cruxed upon. They must look epic or else we will not be interested in their cause.
I'd like to stay and talk more, but I have various preparations to make for tomorrow.
Ah, yes, of course. Must be a big responsibility representing our entire country. I wish you the best of luck, for sure.
Naruhodo. I hope you'll keep an eye on Susato for me. Keep looking after her as you obviously have been.
Oh, I mean, if anyone's looking after anyone, it's her looking after me. I'm a bit of a pussy bitch. I thought Ace Attorney games were about twinks provoking each other. Only sometimes. Only sometimes we have twinks provoking each other. Sometimes it's twonks, other times it's like bears or otters, you know. It varies. We like to have a spectrum of gay men, not just twinks, you know. Ace Attorney's been around for quite a few years now, so they need to keep their, they need to keep the variety up to keep people interested, you know?
Well, I do appreciate you being there for her after all. I've been a miserable father to her. I've thoroughly let her down.
Sorry? What do you mean? Except for all of the things you've done that we know about.
Well, it was 16 years ago that I started my long journey here in Britain, as you know. The very year Susato was born.
Yeah, I heard.
The birth of my daughter was the most joyous event of my life, but Wario was not even there. Sadly, it was accompanied by the most tragic event of my life, too.
Oh yes, Susato-san hinted at something like that. No, don't give us a flashback. Stop this.
Anyway. I will spare you of that plot detail until later when it becomes important. The point is, I've become rather less dependable than befits a grown man. And it was then that Chihiro offered me the opportunity to study here in Great Britain. I was too worried about you to leave you behind. Perhaps I was a little heavy-handed when it came to persuading you to accompany me to London. He threatened my life. Well, that's what happened in a nutshell. He pointed his gavel at me and said he would beat my skull in if I did not go with him. Also the reason why I now feel compelled to give my daughter as many opportunities as I dare. For the world does not readily afford young women such things, I must say.
I completely understand, Professor. The world is very sexist, and it will still be sexist, like, just as much so in, like, 100 years from now, so that's depressing to think about. But, you know, there will be some advancements.
One other thing, Naruhodo. If I may be so bold, I have a favor to ask you.
Oh, really? Of course. What can I do for you?
Well, the thing is,
I'm so sorry that took so long. Anyway, let's interrupt that plot point for a while. Now then, allow us to take your bags.
Allow me to take your bags. One moment, if you please, Porter. Of course, sir. Machine around your neck. It is a camera, I believe. Quite right, sir. Just 5 shillings for a lovely photo of the commemorative, wonderful stay at our hotel, sir. Well, I think given the opportunity, we could justify the expense. Ah, yes, of course.
Aw, 2 of these men are gonna die. 2 of these 4 people are going to perish in the coming days. That's probably not true, but you know. What if it was? We just see them show up as ghosts in that photo. Like, uh-oh, that's not a good sign. It'd really make Father very happy, I think. What did you say? Oh, well, I'm pleased then. But we were interrupted before. Professor Mikotobo was about to ask me something. Fuck. Can we return to Baker Street then? I expect Iris will have some delicious tea waiting for us. Yeah, let's go. I'm getting more and more anxious about Kazuma, though. I can't stop thinking about my boyfriend, Kazuma Mishima. Perhaps I'll try to meet with Lord Strongheart later and ask after him. Guess we can go back here for a sec. Just investigate the shovel, see how that goes, and then we can be on our way. Spade is still here, look! Please, Mr. Naruhodo, it's not a spade. As I think you know, it's a shovel. Didn't take for long to reignite that old argument. Ah, I have an idea. Let's give the implement a name, like Professor Hairbrain named his tools. Oh, I never thought of doing that. We'll name him Shovely. Let's call it Ryunosuke. No. It's clearly much more of a Susato. Old argument has taken a new and unexpected turn, it seems. Oh, God. Okay, well that's the end of that one. God, this music hits hard. It's such a good song. I don't know how to read that. What was that? A man screaming in a most unflattering way. Do you think... Could it have been Mr. Shlomes? Oh my, I do hope not. What the fuck are you? I don't do it anymore. Mon ami. Stop this disgraceful act, Who are these people? Look at their hair, it's bright red. Oh no, listen to how they're talking, they must be French. I think they must be clients of Mr. Shlomes. Right, you two. You're coming with me now, down to the clerk. The clink. No, not in prison. It's a dark and damp and I don't like it. Both the darkness, it is my friend. I am not scared. Like they're just vomiting. You were always scared of the dark. Shut your mouth, you did it. You idiot. I will sit quietly in the dark and plan our next visit. Nice. Again, it crashed again. Why did it do that? What the fuck? Error 1000. What the hell? Is it fine on my end, I wonder? Because, everything on my end looks fine. Been happening all morning, damn. I don't know. I'm not sure whose end that's on, because it seems like it hasn't crashed for me yet, from what I'm checking. Let me do a quick overview. Oh no, I don't see anything. I don't see any error messages. I don't like this. I don't like it. Mamma mia. Well, Toph, we'll finish this down in the yard. Now get moving. Bye then, Guinea. Have fun. Oh yeah, thanks, Iris. And thanks, you great detective. Yay, Guinea. Guinea makes a fine detective herself, doesn't she? Oh, Susie and Runo. Oh, this voice is gonna be hard to do when I'm in this gray mood that I'm in. She's such an upbeat and cheery character. Hello, Iris. We're home. Well, did you find your daddy? Did you find your daddy? When are you going to tell me about my dad's murder? Yes, we arrived at the hotel just before he and his friend. Oh, well, that's great news. I hope it'll get to see my daddy again soon. Time to guilt trip you about that some more. Yes, of course. Dr. John H. Wilson. So, Iris, all that remains now is the greatest of problems known to man. Oh god, why is your hair red? But before we concern ourselves in that, I believe some tea is in order, don't you, my dear fellows? Oh god, you look disgusting. I don't like it. It's uncanny. Why are you red? Greensmith, why are you green? Something wrong, Mr. Naruhodo. Do I have a crumb of such like on my face? Not so much on your face as on your head, I'd say. Come along then, everyone. I brewed a lovely special blend. Time for tea. Whatever is going on today? Oh, in that case, let us sit and drink now. For I am, in fact, expecting a guest later today. Alright, well, first things first, we gotta investigate the board. This blackboard's where Iris scribbles down her latest ideas, isn't it? Let's see. Seems to have drawn a lot of little stick figures all lined up. Cheap apples at the market is what all of them say. What? Little figures can speak? How can you hear them? What are you talking about? Like, Naruhodo just doesn't understand at all. What are you saying? Oh, the figures can speak? What? Oh. All your questions would be answered if only you would read this month's Rancid magazine. I'm the only one who can't make any sense of this. Epic. Thanks for telling me then, girl. I appreciate it. Your two visitors. Who were those two freaks? Mr. Shlomes, who were the two gentlemen that were here before? Oh, just a pair of petty criminals, nothing of significance. Of course, they have to make a living somehow. And when the mood takes me, I'm willing to turn a blind eye on all manner of infractions. When the mood takes you? Oh, you know, sometimes I'm in a crime mood as well, what can I say? All manner of infractions? Like, all manner? Like, what the fuck do you mean by that? But, with such fellows... But when such fellows set their eyes on Mr. Herlock Shlomes, well, that's when their luck runs out. Oh my, you were the target of a crime, Mr. Shlomes? But I quickly just devised a plan to entrap them and deliver them to the young detective ally. You should have asked Gregsy to come too. We could have had an arresting tea party. I did send word, but no answer was forthcoming. The man is consummentally in the wrong place at the wrong time. There's a word for it, I'm sure. Ha! I have it! A burglar, that's the word. It's a good job he's not here to hear you say that. Oh, those redheads had been up to no good? Started making trouble in our neighborhood? Shame. I wonder what the men did. Well, too bad. I'm not going to tell you, as I am the Herlock Shlomes. What about the greatest of problems known to man that you mentioned before? Is it another fiendishly intricate case, Mr. Shlomes? Oh man, I'm even worse at speaking than normal today. Epic. So confused about my previous stream when I finished Blue Wish Desire. What are you confused about? You're telling me I had a peak of 7 viewers, or I had 20 viewers total. Oh, yeah. Twitch does that, normally. Like, it'll say both your peak and your total viewers. But it says it in, like, 2 different messages, so maybe that's where the confusion came from. Is like, yeah, it'll tell you your peak amount of viewers, and then the total viewers next to it, typically. At least from what I can see in the homepage. Like, I could check that right now. Maybe. I don't think it would show my last stream because it happened so long ago. Yeah, no, it doesn't say, because I last streamed over 2 weeks ago, so... It doesn't say for me anymore. Are you aware of the theory of evolution by natural selection, perchance? Or are you what they call a Bible thumper, Ryunosuke? Well, I think I've heard talk of it somewhere. Possibly, maybe. A revolutionary scientific theory that was newly proposed 40 years ago now. Oh, okay. Oh, wow, it's that recent? I guess it is. Like, at this point, it would not even be 200 years old then, based on this game taking place, in 1900. Then that would be about 1860s. Then, yeah, 1860s, meaning that it'll still be another 40 years before the theory of evolution has been around for 200 years. That's fucking wild. So wild, because it's such like a fundamental thing now. But I guess it is still being like argued by specific people. But, you know. I don't know why I have 200 followers. Girl, I don't know why I have 300. Genuinely. Like, I don't know why I have any followers. Like, sometimes I get it. Like, sometimes I'm in the right kind of mood, and I can look at my own streams and be like, oh yeah, I can see how people enjoy this. But then, other times, I can look at my own stream and be like, wow, this is unwatchable. Why would anyone sit through it? Why would anyone tolerate me as a human being? You know what I mean? It's just how the brain works. It's just kind of those self-doubts getting you. They crush you under every thought. It's really my biggest struggle as a person, are my own self-doubts and my own panic. My paranoia. It's caused me so much fucking trouble every day. And, why I'm in this, like, why I'm feeling so bad right now is also because of paranoia. And, you know, I don't know how to stop it. I don't know how to solve that one. According to its author, Mr. Darwin, we humans were once apes who lived in the treetops. Wait, what? You were apes? Indeed, and from the very moment those apes descended from the canopy to live as humans, it has been our lot to be at the mercy of the greatest problem known to man. Our lot? What is this great problem, Mr. Shlomes? Why? Is it not obvious, my dear madam? The problem of rent! Fucking roof abomination. The greatest problem of mankind. Rent. With the easiest solution of killing all landlords. But did you not receive a rather large sum of money from Madame Tusspols only the other day? A large sum? One potted herb for Iris and a new motor car for me later, and all of that has quite disappeared, I assure you. Oh, well, that's fair. Bruh. Honestly, Hurley, you know you squandered it. Yes, well, anyway, 2 days ago, I discovered the answers to man's greatest problem, for the coming month at least. And what was the answer? Why, there is a substantial clue before your very eyes. Don't tell me, let me see. Humans are sorry creatures, unable to see what is in front of their noses. Let me give you some assistance. Don't look, but observe me very closely. There is one particular feature about my person that has changed. You should notice it in the end, I think. In the end? It could be anything. It could be that it's changed his outfit, actually. It's been stabbing me in both eyes right from the very beginning of our conversation. I think we might need another clue before we uncover the full answer, Mr. Naruhodo. Thanks for the hint. I'll be tearing my hair out if this charade goes on any longer. Mr. Shlomes, isn't it about time you told us the truth? Just over a week ago you said to us... I'll now tell you something of the first importance, my dear fellow. Great detectives are wont to lie. Will serve you well to remember that. And it seems as though you lied straight to our fucking faces, actually. The case about the SS Burya in January. Broya. Kazuya wasn't killed, and you knew he wasn't dead at the time. What was really going on? What the fuck was that all about? The fellow was unconscious for a very long time. If he hadn't regained consciousness when he did, his life would have been in mortal peril. Of course, a side effect of the prolonged comatose state was amnesia, as you now know. It was a simple enough task to silence the crew. But how? Well, I just killed them all, obviously. After they'd carried him out of the cabin, I assembled them in the lobby area. And I made them swear to leave him unconscious and have him unlaid from the ship in Hong Kong as a murdered corpse. Oh, I'm dying. Help. Help. Oh, how horrible. It was necessary to find some material with which to persuade the crewmen to keep their word, of course. But why? Why do it in the first place? Like, what the fuck? I'll be at liberty to elaborate in due course. You'll figure that out on your own when the trial comes around, but for the time being, I would like to reassure you. I didn't foresee subsequent events. What events? Huh? What are you talking about? His disappearance in Hong Kong. Oh. I believe I may have made a gross error of judgment. Mr. Shlomes. It seems that the obviously evil man we've been speaking to has been obviously evil all along. I thought he was a red herring. What can I say? He's just gonna say the same shit he's said before, but I don't need to hear it. But I don't need to hear it anymore. 1st November, British Supreme Court, Lord Chief Justice's office. Here's the final draft for the opening address for tomorrow's proceedings. Supplemented your original with the figures you asked for from the yard. I see. Excellent work. Thank you. You know, we've never been on screen together before. It's gonna be hard to differentiate our voices. Yes, I know. You're welcome, my lord. Lord Van Zeek's doing here? Oh my god. There seems to be an awful lot of tension in the air, wouldn't you say? So much tension rising. Dum bum bum. Bum bum bum. Bum bum bum. Bum bum bum. Blue. I don't know. What song is called Tensions Rising? Because that is a song. I think that's Kingdom Hearts. Yep, that's Tensions Rising. I remember. We really don't need any more tension. No, we need more tension. We need to raise the tension as high as it'll go. My apologies, I didn't notice you come in. Your small stature and dark dress make you all but invisible to me. I only see in color. Oh, no, it's entirely my fault for wearing black, I'm sure. From now on, you must dress in white from head to toe whenever you come here. Now then, Mr. Naruhodo. Yes, my lord. I'm right here. Kill me now! Kill me! Please! Is something wrong? Perhaps it's a little too hot in here for you. Oh no, not at all. I mean, I could say it could get a bit hotter if you know what I mean. If you're sure, beads of sweat carving their way down your face seem to suggest otherwise. The daggers you're staring at me with, mainly. As you're no doubt aware, my International Forensic Science Symposium begins tomorrow. In fact, your father arrived in London earlier today, I hear, madam. Oh, yes, that's right, my lord. He's extremely honored to have been invited. Leave the remaining preparations for the meeting room in your capable hands, then, Lord Van Zeeks. I will attend at once. Oh no, he gave me a bit of fuck me eyes. He gave you a very cold stare as he left, didn't you? I know, but I haven't done anything. Yet. These past few days, my feet have barely touched the ground, I must say. My dedicated right hand of many years has recently been put out of action in spectacular fashion. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Is your left hand still of service? Mr. Naruhodo, he's talking about Dr. Scythe. Oh, wait a minute. No, I don't think that's right. That doesn't sound right. I'm terribly sorry about that. I was just, Fear not. You've done nothing wrong. Dr. Scythe's own wrongdoing precipitated the situation. You needn't concern yourself with it any further. It'd be a lot easier to do if it weren't for the piercing stare you're giving me. Lord Van Zeeks is doing an admirable job holding down the fort. Though disturbingly, his apprentice has been missing since yesterday. Oh, missing? What's become of Kazuma-sama now? Alright, we're gonna have to talk about that. I have to readjust myself. Alright.
Not long ago, visitor numbers to the Great Exhibition exceeded 30 million.
30 million? Are there even that many people in the world? Oh, don't worry, Ryunosuke. Those numbers are gonna shoot up dramatically soon. As a comparison, Mr. Naruhodo, the population of the imperial capital of Tokyo is 2 million.
We'll be opening the International Forensic Science Symposium in the exhibition's main auditorium. This event has been 2 years in the making. 2 years of preparations and negotiations with other countries.
Sounds like a tremendous achievement. Congratulations.
20th century will see the wholesale adoption of forensic investigation techniques, and cooperation between policing and organizations around the globe will be essential. Which is why this landmark first symposium had to be hosted here, in the heart of our great British Empire. Look at how great it is! Don't you say anything bad about us or I'll fucking kill you! In order that Scotland Yard can become the leading investigative organization in the New World.
He's the same as ever, I see. The passion of his is quite something. You're every bit as passionate in your way, I'm sure, Mr. Naruhodo.
I'm the only person in this country who truly cares about a future that embraces forensic science. I'm the only one who can do this. It is my intention to become Her Majesty's Attorney General and reform the Yard from the ground up. That disgrace of the forensic investigation team has been a bitter blow to my ambition.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I first established the forensic investigation team a year ago, experimentally to start with Dr. Seif at the helm. It was a steady accruing of impressive record of achievement. I was on the verge of changing its name and elevating its status to a full-blown investigation and department.
And can you not do that now?
Of fucking course I can't. What are you, stupid?
Our main girl fucking killed someone.
Obviously, nobody wants to hear anything about it at the moment. And I can't keep this story out of the papers. 6 million Londoners will be cursing forensic scientists now. This incident will set back our country's advancement in the field by a good 10 years, I'd say.
Intended repercussions of our trial. We simply couldn't have overlooked what had happened, though.
Of course not. We should all be grateful to you both. Anyway, I'll still reform this country's policing when I become Attorney General. Might delay my plans, but it won't alter them. Nothing will stand in my way.
Okay, anyways, about Lord Van Zeek's apprentice. How you doing in that regard? Cosmo okay? Can we kiss him?
Ah yes, that came as a surprise to me. I must say that you and he are old friends.
How did he become an apprentice to Lord Van Zeek's in the first place?
It came about 3 months ago. An unidentified Asian man was apprehended by the border police. They found him hiding aboard a large goods vessel.
Oh my, we stowed away to get here?
He had no papers to identify him, no passport, and he was suffering from amnesia too. Other than the fact that he was clearly of Eastern descent, there were no clues as to who he was. So I decided to assign him to Lord Van Zeek's, that way I could keep an eye on him.
Then why the mask?
I didn't want to burden Lord Van Zeek's with tiresome explanations about why he had an Eastern apprentice.
Look, you know how he gets. You know how racist he is. We just had to disguise the fact that he was Asian, you know. We knew it would cause problems. So much easier to explain why he was wearing a mask? He's proving to be of great help to Lord Van Zieks. I have high hopes for his future. By the way, do you know where he's gone? No idea, but I believe he's left London for the time being. Oh. I take it you also didn't know? The man's father was one of our country's most infamous criminals, I mean. Genshin Impact. Yeah, we found that out. That was fun. That was a cute little detour. What we learned from that trial 8 days ago was a huge shock. Finding out my friend's father was...
Ah yes, Genshin Asogi. Professor case 10 years ago caused a great stir here in Britain.
They were such awful murders, and unprecedented, using a ferocious dog as a murder weapon.
No one would have believed the culprit was a forensic student invited to study here by the government, was a foreign student. The true identity of the killer couldn't be made public then. It can't be made public now. Nobody in your country knows it was him.
Neither did the citizens of London. The mission was to avoid aggravating relations between our two nations at the time, I understand.
Correct. However, it has to be noted that there were some supporters of the professor's apparent cause.
What? Supporters of a mass murderer? Yeah, he was killing nobles, Ryunosuke. Do you not understand that?
The mystery of the man's victims were a blight on the atrocity of the day. Somewhat ironically, the deaths actually benefited society as a whole. Though a fair few thinkers in London believed anyways.
Right, I see. Still murder, wasn't it? Seems very similar, doesn't it? The idea of the Reaper of the Bailey. Had to restart the music for that one. Oh, girl, you pissed him off. Alright, now what? Oh, hey, there it is. Cool. The mask Kazuma wore when he was assigned to London to Lord Van Zieks as his apprentice. When he cast it aside after the trial the other day, I just sort of picked it up. I ought to give it back to him, I suppose. He has his memory back now, doesn't he? I can't help feeling he might turn around and tell me coldly to wear it myself. But isn't he your best friend? Well, not anymore. He betrayed me. He left me. Just like everyone does eventually. This looks like last week's edition. What's that article circled in red ink there? It's an advertisement column. It says... The Red-Headed League. The Red-Headed League? What's that? I don't know, I've never heard of it before, but... You... Something on my face. Surely this has something to do with that lively hair. Yo! Okay, now we gotta present that to him, I'm guessing. Present. Hey yo man, go fuck yourself. It looks as though someone circled an advertisement in this paper, Mr. Shlomes. The Red-Headed League, That strike you in some way? I was thinking that just maybe it might be related to your bright red hair. So, at last you've learnt to apply my methods, Mr. Naruhodo. Sorry. In the first instance, and quite indispensable, observation. Believe me, I could have seen that hair with my eyes shut. So then, allow me to regale you with the details of my latest exploits. Regale or boast? Oh, it can be both, Mr. Naruhodo. So, what is this Red-Headed League, which seems to be the subject of the advertisement you've circled? You've noticed it in the paper, then? That, my dear fellow, was going to be the source of this month's rent payment. It was? How? According to the advertisement, the Red-Headed League is a distinguished institution of fellows of unspecified governance. In fact, the only condition for becoming a member, having red hair. That doesn't entirely surprise me. But listen to what the lucky redheads receive once they join. An unconditional salary of £4 a week. Oh my, £4 a week. My god, you'd be planet-sized within a year. Why? What are they paying people for? That I don't know. No details are given in the advertisement. But surely every red-headed person in the country would be flocking to join in that case. You're right, Susie. There's no time to lose. I'll put my application at once. So will I, just on the off chance. That might be stretching a point, I think. The trouble is, they have a fixed number of members, you see. Oh, I see. So once a certain number of people have joined, no one else can. But as luck would have it, one member recently passed away. It wasn't particularly lucky for that redhead in question, I feel, Mr. Shlomes. So you decided to try and join in his place? Correct. I mean, look at me. Have you ever seen such a red-headed fellow? No. I guess I haven't. Why? Why did it have to go so wrong? What on earth happened? A blunder, Mr. Naruhodo, though it pains me to admit it. What was your blunder? What did you do this time, Shlomesy? What did you actually do to your hair, Mr. Shlomes? I'm glad you asked, Miss Susato. What you see atop my head is neither dyed nor a hairpiece. I changed the color of my hair overnight by the wonders of chemistry. Chemistry? I was conducting some research into the method of rejuvenating spent tea leaves. In the course of my work, I stumbled upon a potion that, when taken, turns one's hair a flame like red. Would you like to try it? It will make every hair on your body perfectly crimson. I think I'll pass, actually. No, I'm good. I will take it, though, honestly. I would like that. That'd be cool. But, Mr. Shlomes, is it quite safe to drink? Surely it's bad for you, isn't it? Oh, amateurs are always hampered by such fears. No, I should never have doubted you, Mr. Shlomes. You mean to say... It's extremely dangerous. To earn £4 per week, one must be prepared to turn a blind eye to a little danger. That degree of red signals more like a little danger, surely. So anyway, Hurley left full of confidence yesterday with his new red hair. For the park on Lime Street where the Red-Headed League were interviewing prospective new members. So, what went wrong? Whole park was choked with red-headed folk, like a co-star's orange burrow. I queued for 8 hours solid before at last I reached the front. When the panel of interviewers saw me, they immediately said, "Oh, Mr. Herlock Sholmes, are you in disguise to conduct an investigation?" Naturally, I had no choice but to reply, "Shh, don't give me away." After which, I could do little else but turn and leave. Then this morning, when I looked in the mirror, irritation stirred within me. So I turned the pair in to the police. Oh dear, what a disaster. For Hurley and those two redheads. You turned them into the police for that? Oh my lord. Yes, they've committed a crime. They blew my cover. Ding-a-ling. Haha, here's my guest now, my latest client, with money to spend. Oh, I do hope it's an exciting case, Hurley. Remember, Iris, we are at present gripped by the greatest problem known to man. I must be willing to accept any case, no matter how unstimulating. Save the locating a runway, of course. Don't spare anyone's feelings, will you? Oh dear, I'm afraid that Hurley can lack a bit of tact, especially just before rent is due. Whack. The Sholmes, Mr. Sholmes, please, oh please, please don't leave me. Never do, never again. Please find my husband. He's run away. Oh, I'm bored already. Pardon? Never mind, a personal matter, my apologies. What exactly are you trying to say, Mr. Naruhodo? I didn't say anything. Come, my dear madam, be seated. Iris, some tea, if you please. Of course. What's the matter, Miss Sato? Oh, it's just that gentlewoman. I feel sure I've seen her somewhere before. Well, yeah, she was a juror in the last case. Yes, now that you come to mention it. I explained earlier, my name is Ethel Vigil. I implore you to take the case, sir. Money is no object, simply name your figure. Money and wealth are of little consequence to me, madam. Being offered a case to solve is reward enough. Oh, Mr. Sholmes, you are the picture of benevolence. I will, of course, make a mental note of your offer, however, for contingent reasons. I trust you will remember your words also. If I might inquire, sir. This gentleman and lady would be... Oh, me? Millie Bitchum. Yo, it's Milady Millie Bitchum. Don't worry, she's less of a bitch now. Maybe. I mean, she wasn't too bad in the last case. The jurors really didn't put up that much of a fight in case 3. Like, they normally put up way more of a fight in the other cases. Case 3, they were kind of just chilling. What am I about to tell you? I should like to communicate in a strict confidence, you understand? Ah, these are my friends. I assure you, you may say before this pair anything which you say to me. I see. Vouch for the gentleman personally, after all. He's hard of hearing. How did I ever get my hopes up? Hello, would you like to know about the Redhead League? account of the bank bequests of the late of LeBlanc, PA, USA, there is now another vacancy upon which entitles a member of the League to a salary of £4 a week through purely nominal services. All red-headed men who are sound in body and mind, above the age of 21 years, are eligible. Apply in person. Alright, is there anything else here that's important? Of London. Evidence in support of what physician John Snow had concluded many years prior, that there is a strong correlation between contaminated water and the prevalence of certain diseases. In fact, the latest news to arrive from the continent is consistent with our own research into the so-called germ theory, by which minuscule microorganisms are the actual causes of a great many illnesses. The medical community has already begun in earnest to identify and categorize the tiny creatures as microscopes, also continue to improve through the dedicated work of London famous instrument makers. We expect that in the coming years, improved instrumentation will allow us to see the germs with further clarity and greater detail as never before. Alright, all of that was pointless, except for oh, we're in this time period. You remember? You remember we're in this time period? Forgive me for asking, Miss Vigil, but have we met somewhere before, quite recently, perhaps? Oh my! My dear fellow, what is your intention? Clearly you have no ability to differentiate the facial features of the English. If you wish to invite the lady to tea, you must do so in a more gentlemanly fashion. Is it possible that you're the nice young lawyer from the trial I attended last week? Ah, I knew I recognized her. Oh, and she thinks I'm nice. Epic. Most of them don't. Most of them hate me by the time I'm done with the trial. I didn't quite recognize her because she's acting so differently now. It must be very difficult for you as a lawyer. Being hard of hearing, I mean. Pardon? Oh dear, I'm so sorry. Don't worry if you can't hear. It was burpinty, really, nothing more. Oh, look what you've started, Mr. Shlomes. Thank you very much. Now I have to play along with this. I mean, you don't have to play along. You've chosen that yourself. I believe it would be prudent for you to sit quietly in the corner. Yes. What's about your husband, madam? Mr. Vigil, my Dally, is 40 years of age. I have a photograph here. This is him 20 years ago. An entirely unremarkable gentleman, by appearance at least. How long have you been married? It will be 15 years this year. We have a cordial relationship, and my husband's income is more than adequate, so we live quite comfortably. It would appear. I need only look at you to know these things. Oh gosh. Your dress is of the latest style, your hat clearly regularly groomed, and your eyes are animated. In short, you have no inkling as to why your husband might have disappeared, correct? That's right. He's a kind man with a strong sense of loyalty, and he rather dotes on me. He's not cheating on me, right? Well, of course. Of course he is. But point to the possibility he has become embroiled in some incident or other. Oh, that is exactly what I fear must have happened. Mr. Shlomsky, I'm quite beside myself. My husband's employment is somewhat unusual, you see. You see, he does this thing called running the black market. I don't know what that means exactly, but it seems to pay really well. I'm cheating my Twitch numbers. Yo, same, probably. I don't know if I'm cheating. I'm probably not, but like, you know, I always fear that there's like a few bots running about. They're like taking up space for me, you know? Good autosave, do that. What if he's incurred some merchant's ill will? Some miscreant's ill will, not a merchant's. They would never. Exactly is your husband's line of work? He's a warder at the prison. Oh, well, that'll do it. That is somewhat unusual. Oh. Fuck. So your husband is a prison warder? That's right, yes. Well, in actual fact, he's the chief warder. Indeed, I see. You will have to pay me quite a lot, young lady. Well, chief prison warder certainly qualifies as something of a specialist occupation. Yes, it does indeed. My poor husband must prepare those dreadful punishments and see that they're carried out. Dreadful punishments? Does she mean capital punishment? With a capital punishment? I prefer lowercase punishment. It's a lot less harsh. At such times, he must occasionally spend a night or two in the prison dormitory. But for that extra responsibility, he is ruminated more handsomely than the other warders. Of course, we make no mention of my husband's work to the neighbors. Aww. He posted a short of dads for no reason. Yeah. Yeah, I can relate to that too. My dad is a awful person. He was genuinely fucking deranged. And I haven't talked to him in years because of it. I think I'd really like to never speak to him again if possible. Hopefully it is. I'm really sorry about that. I believe your prejudice is justified. Prudence is justified. Tell me, what prison is your husband engaged? Buried and gone. I don't like to think about it. That's fair. Mine is not, which worries me more. As, you know, could come out of the woodworks at any moment if he wanted to, bad enough. I just hope he's gotten me out of his mind and doesn't know where I live. Barclay Prison, Mr. Shlomes. Really, Barclay? Oh, a fine establishment. If I'm not mistaken, there's a large cemetery just behind it. Oh look, it's where everything, it's where everything is connected from the last case. Who would have guessed? Yes, that's correct. Lowgate Cemetery. Answer sounds like a faraway until it happens to a close one. Girl, you're scaring the shit out of me with that one, cause like, cancer scares the fuck out of me. I am constantly worried that I secretly have cancer and just don't know about it. Because I've had loved ones die to cancer and friends that have gotten it, like I am terrified of the prospect that I just have it and don't know about it and won't know until it's too late. because, you know, I can't really go to the doctors to talk about it that often, because, like, what am I gonna say? Like, what am I gonna have to pay them? Like, hey, can you check my entire body for cancer? Or whoopsie poopsie, please do that. Oh, and they'll be like, okay, that'll be $8 billion. Epic, thanks, mate. That'll be $8 billion and nothing was wrong with you, you're just paranoid. Like, awesome. Epic. Fucking. Yeah, no worries, no worries. It's not that big a deal. It's just something I worry about. No. Lowgate Cemetery, the very place we were discussing in court. That's unbelievable. No, that's exactly what you should believe was gonna happen. Unbelievable, my dear fellow, yet undeniable. It's almost like all the cases are connected in some way. Sorry, Mr. Sholmes, I'm afraid you've lost me. Ah, pay no heed, madam, pay no heed. A private matter. Can't really be a coincidence, can it? These damn writers. So, to the matter of your husband's disappearance, when did you realize he was missing? Please try not to laugh. It was yesterday. I'm sorry, yesterday. It really is recent. Laughably so. And I could laugh at her. I could right now. If I wasn't dead inside, I'd be laughing at her. The truth is, my husband does at times have occasion to spend the night away from his work. But it's not at all out of the ordinary for him not to return home at night. But this is different. For him not to have any contact for a whole day, that has certainly never happened before. Oh, my dear Daly, whatever can have happened? My dear Miss Visual, please calm yourself. Now then, have you contacted the police? Oh, naturally, but sadly. They refuse to listen to my pleas as my husband has only been missing for a day. I was asked to wait patiently at home. In truth, Miss Vigil, I concur with the police. However, let us not be hasty. I see no reason why we should not engage my deductive powers to track your husband down anyway. Oh, thank you, Mr. Sholmes. And furthermore, let me assure you, a chance to solve the greatest problem known to man for another month has no bearing on my decision. I seek only to put a sweet smile on another Londoner's face. That's really all there is to it. You have my eternal gratitude. I shall pay any sum you care to mention. Seek only to put this suit's rent in your landlady's purse. That's all there is to it. Thank you, Rinosuke, for elaborating. We would have never thought. We would have never figured that out had you not explained. Thank you for everything you've shared with us, Miss Vigil. I believe I have all the information I need to begin my investigation. Oh, please report to me soon with good news, sir. Fear not, madam. In a day or two, I shall be contacting you with a heartening report, I'm quite sure. So soon? Oh, how splendid, Mr. Sholmes. Good news should be delivered early, I always say. You would be so kind as to leave the photograph of your husband in my possession. A photograph of Mr. Vigil. Thank you. Now allow me to show you the door. I can't thank you enough, Mr. Sholmes. You've been simply marvelous. You know, I think it's it every time, Hurley. But how do you come out with such nonsense? Good news in a day or two, are you sure? I can't be sure, of course, but I didn't swear on it. I just promised it. Really gave the good woman some hope. I hope to be able to give her good news, I might say. After all, the rent must be paid by the end of the day tomorrow. By that time I've successfully located Mr. Vigil, we shall be mutually relieved. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Naruhodo? No, don't look at me with those pleading eyes. You know I don't get paid for any of my shit. Well, my dear fellow, did you hear the details of the case? Yes, my hearing is surprisingly good, actually. I hear everything you say as long as it shows up in the text box. Excellent, and what did you make of it? Well, I was surprised to learn where her husband worked. At Barclay Prison, I mean. So you noted that. Of course, especially with the mention of Lowgate Cemetery. Lowgate Cemetery. Lowgate Cemetery is at the rear of the Barclay Prison. Though it was renowned among us students at the university for being haunted by the ghost of condemned convicts. I don't remember what voice I gave him. Not at fucking all. Barclay Prison is where that notorious man was incarcerated. Professor. Professor. Now the warder from the prison has mysteriously disappeared, it would seem. All very peculiar. Indeed, but nothing you can't handle, I'm quite certain, Mr. Naruhodo. Sorry? Run along to the prison and see what you can glean, would you? It's the prison governor you want. No doubt the man is equally worried. But aren't you going to go yourself? Surely you needn't ask.
Can't possibly be seen out with this hair.
But didn't you go to Lime Street with that hair? That was quite a different matter. So I leave it in your capable hands. Now if you'll excuse me, I'm rather busy. Cleaning up my hair. Don't worry, I'll figure this out probably, maybe. Of course you are. Anyway, oh, I can't present anything. Can I look at the court record? I can. Oh shit, we got a lot of people already. F43, 18. Yep, new location. Oh my god. Wake the fuck up, girl. You know what it is? You know why I'm so sleepy? It's because I don't have anything to eat today. Like, I ate, like, a few pieces of bread yesterday and some snacks. And today I have eaten nothing. So I am tired out of my mind. Luckily, we are getting groceries today, so that's something. Hopefully I'll be able to eat, get myself out of my nerves. Right now I'm feeling extremely nervous and dead inside, and just like I've ruined my whole life, you know? Like, I have this overwhelming feeling of, God, I have ruined my whole life again. How the fuck did I let that happen again? What is wrong with me? You know, that's what therapy's for. Going to therapy soon. Very soon. I already have an appointment scheduled. That's good, at least. Just a rough patch. Real rough patch. Barclay Prison is on the outskirts of London, backing into a lonely burial ground. 4 high outer walls loomed quietly before us in the fog. Having requested a meeting, we were sworn to the governor's office in the watchtower. Why the fuck do you have a guillotine clock I mean, that goes hard as hell. I'll admit. But, like, that is not something a fucking prison guard should have. That's something a revolutionary should have. You don't deserve the guillotine clock, frankly. You're a fucking prison guard.
Place is full of hardened criminals. I can remember the last time a civilian was done here. And you didn't want to talk to an inmate, but to me. You can know who I am. I'm the governor, Barry Callan.
Oh, yes, it's a pleasure. I'm Ryunosuke Naruhodo, defense lawyer.
And an Easterner, I see, does that mean?
Yes, I'm a visiting student of London from the Empire of Japan.
Japan? Did you say Japan?
Yes?
Well, there's no way any of your kind in here, laddie. Maybe you should try the prison next door, eh?
I didn't notice another prison next door, sir. Anyway, we came to ask you some questions about...
I didn't like to be so direct, but I've no intention of speaking with the likes of you suspicious-looking Easterners. Now get off my hair.
As soon as he finds out we're from Japan, he reacts like this. Yippee! Racism speedrun. That surely means... I think it's because of the professor case. Think so too? No, I think he's just racist. 10 years ago, Genshin Asogi, also known as the Professor, also known as the Impact, was incarcerated at this prison. Then, after his execution, he apparently re-emerged from his grave in the cemetery beyond the prison.
I might have known. You're sniffing around about that case, ain't ya? There are agents, eh? Put of the professor's great web, no doubt.
No, not at all. We're just...
Keep going with ya before I punch your locks out.
We're going. Clearly the ghost of that killer still haunts this place. Not gonna get anywhere here. Unless we can somehow prove to this man that there's nothing suspicious about us. Governor Kaden? What are you thinking, Miss Susato? He's not gonna beat the shit out of you, he's gonna beat the shit out of me! I feel sure that name came up in conversation recently somewhere. I was wondering if whoever mentioned him might have some ideas to help us. Come to think of it, I have the same feeling. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, let's just present everything. There's no reason not to just present everything we have. Have 3 things after all. Okay, that makes sense. Just wanted to make sure.
I said get off!
Okay, fair enough. Man, he's gonna kill us. Okay, so that's where we're going. Yeah, this guy did mention that guy, didn't he? If I remember properly. Mikotoba, we're back! That's Professor Mikotoba over there! What the fuck?
Ah, hello, you two. I was just taking a moment to catch up on the world now that I am unpacked.
But where's Judge Jigoku?
Yes, he's not the relaxing sort. He's taken himself off to pay his respects to all the legal bigwigs.
Having only just arrived in the country today? Goodness, he is full of energy. Professor, you mentioned something before about how you've known the prison governor at Barclay Prison.
Oh, Governor Caden, you mean? How is he still the same governor after 10 years? Goddamn.
It's the same man. I knew it. People hate change. Father, we must speak with the governor. But he refused to talk to us. He said we were suspicious Easterners.
Well, I'm sure if I accompanied you, it would be a very different story.
Oh, would you? That would be wonderful if you have time now.
Sadly, as you can see, I'm very busy at the moment.
Is he drinking coffee on a comfortable settee?
Oh no, I have rather a lot to prepare for tomorrow, you know.
Oh, sorry. I didn't say that out loud, did I? Mikotobas are alarmingly good at reading people's thoughts. Or could it be that you Naruhodos are alarmingly bad at hiding your thoughts?
Let's not fall out now, I have an idea.
What's he writing on that piece of paper?
Here's a letter of introduction for you. Hopefully when he sees my name, it'll change his tune.
Ah, thank you. I don't see how that will help, but sure, let's go with it.
Good luck, then.
Alright, that's all we needed from you. Go back. What we do here is go back. Bum ba da dum. Bum ba da dum. Look at this shit. What's on this side of things? Some sort of steamship ticket. The SS Grus. First class cabin 001. Yokohama departure 11th September, London arrival 1st November. The boat that Professor Mikotoba and Judge Yagoku came on from Japan, isn't it? Yes, I think it's called at Dunkirk on the north coast of France for a night before finally arriving in Dover. I think it's been almost a year since we arrived in Dover on the SS Beruya. Seems a shame not to keep your ticket as a memento of your trip, don't you think? Yes, I agree. I have mine safely in my diary. I keep mine in my wallet, so I have it with me at all times. Oh, how strange. Where could it have gone? You like this on purpose, Mr. Naruhodo. Why are you such a dumb fuck? Did I imagine it, or was that a comment accompanied by a little sigh? Oh, yay, that'll be important later. Uh-oh, what did you do, Mr. Mikotoba? True, that does make you sound nice word, untrustworthy. At least called you a nice young man. I'm really not sure that would help. You know, the nice young man comes in to save the day. Nope, forgot. Wrong button, sorry. Are you ready to rumble? If you just cast your eyes over this, Governor Caden.
Oh, then. You can't put a wall over my house, you good-for-nothing Japanese student. Mikotoba. That young jock from the forensic laboratory, that Mikotoba.
Yes, exactly, him. Oh dear, perhaps I should have said something sooner. I'm Yujin Mikotoba's daughter, Susato.
Jeez, you're the young man's daughter. And you didn't think to mention that afore.
I do apologize.
Oh, well, you best take a seat then, and offer you a cup of tea, perhaps. And didn't he forget to try out one of the handcuff biscuits?
Yo, handcuff biscuits. Father's influence is nothing short of amazing. I'm bitterly regretting not announcing who I was from the onset now.
So then, what can I do for you, Hen?
Where do all these things come from? From their back pockets. They have an infinite supply of shit that they can pull out of their back pockets. It's a bag of holding, you know. Adrian Andrews had an infinite amount of glasses at her disposal. This guy has an infinite amount of teacups and, biscuits. You know, it happens. Everyone has something in their back pocket, you know? One of your warders, you see, he's gone missing.
Missing?
That's right, it's surely been reported to you as well, being the prison governor.
Nothing of the sort. There's no missing persons in my prison.
Oh, but how can that be? It's Mr. Dale Vigil. Dale. Your chief warder.
Vigil?
That's right, his wife came to us and asked us to investigate his disappearance.
Good part about him only being missing yesterday, for now.
Sad. He's so sad. Clearly that means something to him. Would you be so kind as to tell us what you know, sir?
Aye, of course.
Alright, well first, I've been looking at this bird since the first second of being in here. Axe, a hunting rifle. Ah, fuck! I pressed the wrong thing. How the fuck did I do that? Who's in control of my hand? Who's in control of my body sometimes, you know? Who's in control of my mind, even? Pair of handcuffs? That's a daunting collection.
There's a store behind every one of them.
You mean the rifle has a famous killer's murder weapon, and the axe was wielded by an infamous executioner? And the handcuffs were once used to immobilize a fierce four-legged beast when it was arrested? I think you're in the realms of fantasy now, Mr. Naruhodo. You would need 2 sets of beasts, or it would need to be an 8-legged beast for you to need 4 handcuffs, Mr. Naruhodo.
Not those kinds of stories, Jimmy. The axe was the one I used to chop down the cherry tree at my house. Miss Hayden wasn't he best pleased. Cuffs on the left are the ones I use on my wife when we're getting frisky.
Alright, well, we don't need to hear about that.
I caught my first burglar with back when I was a bubby.
Stories were a little different to those you imagined, I think, weren't they? Yes, to my relief, and in some small way, my disappointment. Alright, bird. That is way too small of a cage. You are a fucking monster. Given where we are, it's hard not to see the poor creature as a prisoner.
Let me out! Didn't kill me!
Has the bird learned to mimic the plaintive cries of the inmates in the cell?
Oh, no, he was one of 3 siblings, you see. And he still calls out the names of the 2 brothers like that all the time.
Right.
Let me out. Didn't kill me. I hear you, laddie. You want your dinner, eh? Didn't do it.
Excellent names. I'm glad the Ace Attorney names are just as punny as they've always been. Grandfather Clock is, pretty epic, actually. He's fitted with a terrifying blade that keeps dropping down.
Modeled on the guillotine, a French execution device. You might have heard of it. Yes, before you ask, it can chop.
Heads off, you mean?
Have us no carrots and parsnips and so forth.
Oh.
You have to be way bigger to chop off a head. You place a large carrot at the bottom there in the morn. By evening you'll be cut clean in two.
Well, blade must have an almost indestructible edge on it then. Nah, you have to sharpen it all the time in order to keep that shit up. You know, a small price to pay for the guillotine. I suppose these are all former governors of Barclay Prison, are they? Either that or former inmates who the governor has sent to the gallows. Oh dear, they all have such severe expressions. I really can't deny either possibility. Well, I mean, it can't be the gallows one, because there are way more than, like, 6 of those that have gone off. Especially the one on the extreme right. His expression goes beyond severe into a whole new territory.
That one's me.
Ah, I'm terribly sorry, sir. Is it a prerequisite for the job, perhaps? Having a severe expression, I mean?
Of course it's not, although it is taken into consideration.
A lot.
Look, it's not a killer, but like, if you have it, it helps.
That deer has been staring at me for a while now. It has? Poor thing can't fit through the small hole in the wall. It can't get its head back out again now either. Giving me a woeful, imploring look. Naruhodo, we got some bad news for you, buddy. I got some real bad news for you. It's not real, Mr. Naruhodo, it's stuff. What? Yes, of course it is, uh-huh. Oh, and I thought it was another asinine assassin sneaking in via the ventilator. I don't like to say, but I think perhaps you need to reread The Adventures of Herlock Sholmes. No, I've never even read them the first time. What do you want from me? It's a very large cabinet full of papers, isn't it? Labeled Inmate Register, look. And all the files are in alphabetical order.
50 years' worth of records at Barclay's inmates. Whether or not they left the law after serving their term. All the details about the crimes they committed are recorded in there, like an epitaph, you might say.
A record of crimes and punishments. How disparaging. Yet, this man seems to be enjoying the tea and biscuits as he talks about it. Well, of course, it's just business for him. Nothing has changed. It's all business. Anything else we gotta check? Fuck. I understand that Mr. Vigil is the chief warder here at the prison.
Ah, that he was. Strong sense of responsibility and dedicated to the job, no doubt about it. I boot it. Hard worker.
Sorry, did you say was?
Aye. He doesn't work here no more. He left the job.
Oh my. When was that exactly?
As a question, when was it a boot? Couldn't have been much less than, 10 years ago now.
What? 10 years ago? He stopped working here 10 years ago?
Oh, as I'm on it, do you, Ken? Haven't heard the fella's name in all that time. That's a worry if he's gone missing, though.
But Miss Vigils made no mention of it. I think perhaps, Mr. Naruhodo, That his wife simply doesn't know. I think she's unaware that he no longer works here. Governor Caden, can you tell us what happened? Why did Mr. Vigil give up his job here?
That's important, is it?
I mean, probably, yeah. I believe it may be. What are you thinking, Mr. Naruhodo? Can't help wondering, given that it was 10 years ago. You know, this shit's all related. Like, it's all related. Exactly when the professor was being held at the prison. Mr. Vigil actually resigned from the position of Chief Warder 10 years ago, you're telling us. What happened to make him leave the job?
Actual fact, he didn't leave the job willingly. I had no choice in the matter.
You mean he was dismissed?
No. Was after a particular walk.
Sorry, a walk?
Ah, that's a word for it in here. Walk to the gallows.
Ah, an execution.
Job of the chief warder to prepare the gallows tree and oversee any executions, you see. Only Vigil did something unthinkable on that last walk he was manning.
What did he do?
Sorry, but I can't reveal that information. I can tell you that it's very rare for a chief warder to be relieved of his post. We let them get away with fucking anything, you know?
But why wouldn't Miss Vigil know about it? She appears to be under the impression that her husband still works here.
I wouldn't ken no about it, that afraid.
Man, I can't believe he's Canadian. Can you perhaps answer one more question about the circumstances of his dismissal? Yo, good morning, Josephine. How you doing? Welcome, welcome. Sorry to say, but we're almost done here today. Because I have to go. I'm glad to see you after... See you again.
What would that be, Hen?
That last execution that Mr. Virgil was responsible for overseeing, was it by any chance the professor's? My thoughts exactly, because everything is connected. Everything!
Or really, but I'm at no liberty to answer that.
I see. That means yes. Okay, woke up like 10 minutes ago with a migraine. Sorry to hear that, girl. That fucking sucks. I am feeling out of it today. Like, very dead inside. Unfortunately. Not sure how to deal with that, but, you know. Yeah, that's just how it is today. Thankfully, seemingly slept through most of it. That's good. That's good. I don't know when I'll next be, like, cheery again is the problem. Like, it'll take me a while, I believe, you know? But we'll see what happens. My father came to Britain all those years ago in order to study forensic medicine. But you seem to have been well acquainted.
Bedroom, the prison, the cemetery have a lot to do with one another. After all, they need fresh corpses for forensic research, did you, Kent? Do you, Kent?
Yes, I can imagine. The advancement of medical science isn't always particularly palatable.
I worked in the laboratory just on the far side of the graveyard. The basement at St. Stainer's, still in use today.
St. Steiner's. That's come up before, I'm sure. Yes, that's right. We've been there.
We could tow on off, use the rod and a carriage together and negotiate terms.
For more fresh material, I suppose.
Oh, and we used to sit in here for hours and gab about and discussion of all sorts. Takes me back. For a pot of tea and a plate of cuff biscuits, of course.
The tiny little teacup is such a small little guy. How charming.
Was a good fellow, your father. Reliable, dead set on his work. I'm afraid I'll never understand you Japanese. Like, I just don't get the language. I've tried so hard.
Because of Genshin Impact, I suppose. Genshin Impact has put a lot of people off the Japanese before. It's very unfortunate. They need to see past their prejudice someday.
I couldn't tell you anything else.
Thank you very much for your time, Governor.
One moment to follow your ways. Oh. Sure, I have it in here somewhere. Oh, I found it. Here, take this with the wee souvenir of your visit to the prison.
What is it?
That's official's dismissal notice. 10 years old now, of course.
Oh my, are you sure?
Aye, no trouble at all. You know the original Mond?
Ooh. A harsh reprimand incurred by Mr. Vigil 10 years ago that resulted in him losing his job.
Dumb fuck didn't kill enough minorities that day. Very sad to see. We had to dismiss him for that.
Thank you very much, Governor Caden.
Well, in return, never speak to me again. Do me a favor and never come back here. That case is closed.
Well, I think we ought to return to Baker Street for the time being.
Yeah, I agree. Oh, nope, wrong button.
Really tell Miss Vigil, I wonder. Chief Warder Daily Vigil, relieved of his post with immediate effect for having violated Clause 132 of Her Majesty's Code of Conduct for prisons. All rights to redundancy pay and other financial benefits are fully revoked. Aiding the abetting to the escape from this prison of convict blank just prior to his execution. Details of his escape are still being investigated. Full cooperation with inquiries will be expected. Oh, someone to kill. A little robot to murder. My favorite. Die. Love murdering them. Your Governor. Additional notes. Indications are that the jailbreak plot are convened prior to the convict's incarceration. Believe that the convict engaged in such form of negotiation with prison staff in order to secure assistance. Full disclosure of information regarding these negotiations will be demanded. Okay. Okay. 1st of November. Oh hey, no it's not. It's the 1st of September today. I don't know why I thought it was November. I was like, oh, that's today! But no, it isn't. We're 2 months away from that. What are you on about, girl? We're back! Hello, you two. Hello, you two! I thought you'd be back before long, so I baked some scones for us all. Ah, so that's what the delicious smell is. Greetings, my dear fellows. Oh no, this is gonna be your full gimmick for the day, huh? You're gonna keep changing hair colors, aren't you, girly? You've returned a good deal sooner than I was anticipating. Hello, Mr. Shlomes? Blue. Blue hair and pronouns, I presume? Ugh. I can't believe this. Hello, Mr. Shlomes. Say nothing, your thoughts are written all over your faces in any case. Turns out that it may have been advisable to test my hair color restoration tonic before application. Oh my. Pray tell me, what of our warder friend? Have you gathered some new information? Oh, yeah, something very surprising in fact, though it's not a patch on your hair to be honest. Oh, certainly isn't, but still, we discovered that... Shlomes! For everything, Shlomes, this is more important. Jenna? Oh, I can't Adam and Eve it. What happened? Really a very grave matter indeed. Oh, Miss Lessange made no mention of my hair whatsoever. It's the boss. What do you mean, Inspector Gregson? The boss is... he's dead. Well, yeah, we know that. Like, look, he got choked, like, months ago. Yeah. He's been dead for a while. Wait, what do you mean, girl? Yeah, he's just been a walking corpse for a while here. Did you only now notice? Like, it's been his weirdly lively corpse for, like, a few months now. Like, we have video evidence of him getting choked to death. Right over there. Cheap viewers, you think I'm cheap? What the fuck? This is morbid. That's more fucked up than someone getting murdered. Cannot view my own clips. Oh, weird. The clips are weirdly hard to find. Unless you have, like, a specific tab for them. They just found his body, shot with a pistol! Whoa! Oh, it has something to do with the new EU laws? What the fuck? Oh god, I remember how fucked the EU laws are now. Yeah. I feel ya. That makes sense, actually. The EU laws are so fucking stupid and deranged. They've been fucking people over quite a lot. I thought that was the UK though. Is it the... Are there new EU laws as well, or am I getting mixed up for each other? Because I know the UK has a bunch of new, like, laws that make it so you can't view shit properly. But... Inspector Gregson? He was murdered? UK should think? True! Genuinely true. UK, no, I need to get one person out of the UK and then it can sync. That's important. I have to get a person out of there and then the UK can sync. Not Gregsy. Come in, my dear girl. Tell us the whole story. Okay, but how do you like my badge? Oh no, that's fair. That's fair, girl. I don't know what really happened between you two that much, but I don't know. For me, she's still important to me. She is a very close friend. I haven't heard that much. Like, I don't really bring up other people, and I don't really like hearing about other people that I'm not, like, I don't like talking about people behind their back. It kind of makes me uncomfortable. She hasn't said too much to me, because she knows that I'm not privy to that kind of shit. Are you serious, Genna? Inspector Gregson he was really shot? I don't know much about what happened myself yet. They're still there. They're investigating the scene.
Where did this take place?
In a rented room in the building full of flats on Fresno Street.
The outskirts of town, nowhere near his home. He was perhaps investigating a case then.
Thing is, no one at the yard knows nothing about no case round there. Oh, how strange. The boss he was so good to me, and I know I ain't up to much yet, but one day I was gonna show him how I'd become a proper detective. Oh, Guinea.
Well, who did it?
So, who did this? Do you have any idea who the culprit is? They got him already. Already? Well, you said they didn't know anything about it, so, like, what the fuck?
Caught the shooter so soon? What the fuck?
A witness reported something was going on, and the boys got straight down there and took a look of him. Ooh, what awful person did this? It's Baron Von Zeeks. I still can't believe it myself. Anna? It was the Reaper. What?
No.
What?
No.
No, what? That's crazy. They're putting the prosecutor as the final, like, as the final, defendant? No, they've never done that before. That's not a way to get us invested. Oh, yeah, she meant the yard didn't know about any case. Okay, yeah, I get you. Sorry, misunderstood there. Got some wires crossed, no problem. I'm really good at misunderstanding shit by accident. And it's gotten me in a lot of trouble, weirdly enough. Who would have guessed? Turnabout Goodbyes 2.0. Look, I'm just saying. Almost Christmas means that it wasn't fucking Christmas. That's like the one line that sticks out in my head forever from that case. Wait a minute, you don't mean... They've arrested Lord Van Zeeks for it? That's right. The Reaper bloke's gone and shot the boss. No. No, he didn't. Apollo Justice? Yes, I have. I don't remember the case names for that one, actually. I genuinely don't. I assure you, it's quite based. I do remember that part. I do remember that line very thoroughly. That was from the first case, wasn't it? Because Phoenix was next to him. And I think that's the only time that happened outside of, like, the birth case? And I don't think it even happens in the last case there. Not that I remember. Honestly, a lot of... I might need to replay Apollo Justice at some point, because a lot of it is like a blur to me, especially that last case. Like, I remember liking it, but there was so much going on, and it was so long, that, like, my brain started leaking a bit, with how fucking complicated it was. Like, that's the one case in the series where I really feel like, there were parts of it where I was just like, what? Are you quite sure, Miss Lysandre? Baron Von Zeeks the police have arrested. I saw him with my own eyes in the interview room at the yard. Don't believe it. There were witnesses. They were all saying it was him. You mean there were actually multiple witnesses? Yeah. I mean, none of them actually saw it, but they all heard it, and they heard something approximating it. And, you know, we're gonna have to unravel each and every one and discover that he isn't actually the murderer after, like, 5 days of trials. But, you know, he did it! When our lot got to the... And when our lot got to the scene, it was just the boss and the Reaper bloke in the room. There's no way Lord Van Zeeks would have taken Gregson's life. We already saw Ashley did it before. I just don't believe it. I don't believe it either. Don't worry, I read your mind for a sec. Don't worry about that, I do that. Thank you for informing us, Miss Lestrade. Really isn't terrible news. I'm dreadfully sorry. What are you saying sorry for? You didn't do nothing. Nothing. But anyway, I'm taking a cab over to the scene right now. Please come along, and as sure as you can. And you gotta help. Well, looks like we have our next place to investigate. Yippee! Gives lot to appear wherever some sinister plot has unfolded. Little wonder if we look haggard. Sometimes those things are almost too much for the nerves. Mr. Shlomes. What use is there in being a great detective if I fail to see something like this coming, hmm? How could I let this happen to Gregson, my little baby boy? My baby girl. Naruhodo, I shall leave at once to begin my investigation. Of course, yes, we will too. Be helpful. You could talk to Mr. Reaper and see what you can glean. Sure, you were intending to do so anyway. Till later then. Yeah, don't worry, we gotta go talk to him. Request to be his attorney. Have him reject us for a while, and then right before the case starts, he'll finally begrudgingly accept us being his attorney. Like, we've already got this all down. We've seen this all before. Bruno, Susie, I've called you a handsome. Oh, thank you. I really appreciate it, though I prefer beautiful than handsome, but, you know, I'll take what I can get in terms of compliments. It's waiting outside. Thanks, Iris. Shall we, Miss Susato? Yes. The prison and Frenzo Street room. I think it might be time for me to wrap up for today. Because hopefully I should go, I should be able to go get food soon, I'm hoping. Because I am starving. I am starving. I have not eaten all day. I haven't eaten basically all of yesterday, so, yeah. Mainly because there's no food in the house at all. So, we'll see how that goes. Hopefully that will be within the next few, like, 30 minutes or so, but I want to be fully ready. So I will leave it off here for today. Let me save. We're gonna raid my good friend Yasha again. Because, you know, that's just my go-to girl to raid. Yeah. It's so nice to be back. This did kind of lift my mood a little bit. I'm still kind of in this weird gray area of emotions, but, no, this did help a bit. And I'm glad I could be with y'all and could talk with y'all for a while. I will see you all next time when we finish up this investigation and probably do all of the court case. Well, not all of the court case, but probably like part 1 of the court case, I imagine. It's probably gonna be just long as hell. Like, this is basically the final case of the game. This one is gonna be lengthy. Girthy, even, if I must presume. Yes. Yeah. See you all next time. Bye-bye. Wait, the raid hasn't started yet. Give me a bit of sec. Just a sec.
And now,